Now I have a warning for you from Mallorca's holiday resorts, and I'm down here just at the far end of Son Matius Beach in Palma Nova. Now this warning can apply at any time of year, but particularly now because it's the beginning of September and we are out of peak season. It may mean if you're coming over here on holiday that you may think that the island's a little less crowded. It may make you drop your guard a little. But this is a reminder to anyone coming over to the beach for the day, if you're over here on holiday, not to take your valuables to the beach with you, particularly if you are not renting a sunbed with a security box and you're going in the sea and you're leaving your valuables on the sand. Now, as you may well have seen in my previous videos, the sun umbrellas rentals down here in Calvia, so in Palma Nova and Santa Ponsa and Magaluf, do not have security boxes on them. I don't know why, it's absolutely crazy. So if you are coming over here on holiday to any of these very busy resorts, please, if you're going swimming in the sea, don't go leaving your mobile phone on the sand, because there are opportunists operating in the area and pickpockets. Now, I have been messaged about an incident that took place yesterday on Son Matius Beach, where a beachgoer almost had her bag stolen, and luckily people around her saw what was going on and they managed to chase away the person trying to take her bag, and she did get it back again. But this shouldn't even be happening over here in Mallorca, and you can see what I mean here just by looking behind Son Matius Beach. Here you can see just how many people that we do have on the beach over here today. But then if you're looking at renting sunbeds over on Alcudia, Porto Poyensa, Calamalor area, Port de Soller and just about every other area of the island, well, you're going to find security boxes on those sun umbrellas. So the only thing I have to say, that just like the hotel swimming pools and the sunbed wars that go on down there, just make sure you get to the beach early if you want to get yourself a sunbed and the beach umbrella and one of those security boxes if you're staying anywhere other than the Calvia area. Now you're going to see police making regular patrols here down the back of Son Matius Beach, because I saw a police car go by just a little bit earlier, and they do go by quite frequently to check on activity down here. But unfortunately the police aren't going to see any opportunities walking through the sand and plonking themselves down to anyone's beach bag or valuables. So the key message here is, if you are going to any of the beaches, particularly to the beaches in Calvia, leave your valuables in your hotel room. But this goes on to my second point, because don't just leave your valuables in your hotel room. Make sure you pay those extra couple of euros and rent a safe, because very unfortunately as well, I've heard of a couple of thefts that have taken place in hotel rooms over here in Mallorca, and I'm also referring to hotels in the Calvia area. Now, to rent a hotel safe does cost maybe about €3 a day. It's definitely worth doing. If you've got a mobile phone that's pretty expensive, if you've got AirPods which are pretty expensive, make sure you put them in the safe before you go out, or any expensive watches or anything else that you've got bringing over on the holiday with you. It's definitely worth it. It'll put your mind at rest and you'll know that it shouldn't get stolen. Okay, so let's take a walk along the back of the beach, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about crime over here in Mallorca. Now, another report that I had as well is of a girl who had her AirPods taken from her hotel room in Santa Ponsa, and she's currently tracking those, which are currently making their way through Palma at the moment. So just make sure if you do keep valuables in your room that you do put them in the safe, and that also includes your passport too. While there is a legal requirement to carry ID with you when you're out and about in Spain, I absolutely do not recommend you take your passport with you, because it can get lost or it can get pickpocketed. And the last thing you need is having to replace documents while you're on the holiday. Okay, so it's not just on the beach or in your hotel room where you need to watch out for your belongings. It's also around the hotel swimming pool too, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Now, many hotels over here on the island you can just simply walk into, which is great if you're over here on holiday. Of course, you're going to be walking into your hotel and get access to your swimming pool area, but that also means that non-guests as well can just wander into any hotel. Now, just bear in mind, if you are down at your swimming pool during the day, that you also watch out for your valuables. If you're going swimming in the same way that you maybe would be going to the beach, just watch out for your valuables, look out for them. Maybe don't take them down to the pool area either. There's just no need if you're on holiday, and you don't want them to get stolen either. Now, it's great to see that some of the hotels over here in Mallorca do have an entry system for some of their guests as well, and I'm going to show you one hotel which has just the thing as well, which just offers just a little bit more security. Now I'm outside the San Matías Beach Hotel here. You can see there's a sign up saying it's a private area and it's only for hotel customers. You also have to have your room access key to get into the pool area, which I think is absolutely fantastic if you're over here on holiday. But unfortunately not all hotels are like that. You can see that when I stayed at the Casa Sabonas over here in Palma Nova, and also many of the other hotels on the island as well. You can just simply walk into the pool areas from off the road. Now of course many of the hotels do have security, they have hotel porters, so particularly if you have to wear a wristband you are going to be stopped, but it's not always the case, and I have seen reports as well this summer of people having their bags or their phones lifted from around swimming pools. So just take extra care if you're even down at your hotel swimming pool, which is a little bit sad to say if you're on holiday, but it does save a whole lot of hassle as well, going through having to report the crime and also having to maybe try and get some replacement documents if you have something like your passport with you. So busy bus stops in resorts and also on the busy buses themselves are also areas where you need to be extra vigilant, particularly on routes that are tourist heavy. So I'm thinking of the 3-2 bus which runs between Camp Picafor and Alcudia here, as well as the bus stops in all major tourist resorts. Okay, so finally, what is the best way to protect your valuables if you're coming over here to the island? Well, of course, that's to take some precautions before you come over. So make sure that if you're coming over to the islands, you pick up that waterproof bum bag, or you pick up that beach locker as well, which you can attach to a sunbed. Also, you can check out the wide variety of products that I have on the Mallorca Under the Sun holiday shop. I shall leave a link to that in the description text below this video too. Also as well, I would encourage you to have a look at an article which I do have on my website on MallorcaUnderTheSun.com. Go ahead and check that out. It's all about crime in Mallorca, and it's also about how to report a crime too. But as they say, that prevention is a much better option, particularly if you're spending a huge amount of money coming over here on holiday. You really do not want to be spending the best part of half a day in the police station filing a report. Now of course as well, the final measure that you really must take if you're coming over here on holiday is to take yourself out some travel insurance. Now this way as well, it's going to ensure that you can claim back on any items that have been stolen, so make sure you take that insurance out to cover yourself as well for other things that could go wrong on the holiday. Okay, so I don't want this video to scare you if you are coming over here on the holiday. It's just to make you aware, really, to take care of your valuables if you're over here on holiday. The vast majority of visitors that come over here to the island do not get pickpocketed, but by raising awareness as well, it's going to make you more vigilant, and it's going to make it even less likely that these crimes are going to be committed. Okay everyone, don't forget you can find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. If you want to watch more videos as well, maybe about visiting Palma and making sure that your belongings are safe, then check out this video here. If you want to see an entire itinerary and a suggested tour around Palma, then check out this video here. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.